Hey guys, welcome back to the Thundervault. This is your host, Ed, and this week, in honor of the Man of Steel's newest movie, we're going to be checking out his newest comic book from the New 52, Superman Unchained #1. Let's take it. Now, for all you guys wondering who don't follow Superman, you're probably wondering, what's the big deal with this new book? Well, aside from being the most anticipated book of the summer for me, this is the 75th anniversary edition, and with it comes the collaboration of some of the greatest comic book minds of our time, like head writer Scott Snyder, who's also currently heading Batman, the best-selling DC book right now. So for DC to give him the reins to both Batman and Superman is incredible faith in the writer, and rightfully so, who we recently just got done with the story arc, Death of the Family with Batman, which was the biggest selling event for DC last year. And also the artist Jim Lee, who's had his hands in the works of X-Men, Justice League, Batman, and other legendary works, which you can also read about in my past article about who's your favorite artist on my Facebook page. I also wanted to take a look at some of the things they did for the comic itself. For example, they're actually doing a glossy cover for both the back and the front of the page. It looks great. One of the other really cool things that I personally haven't seen in a comic book is you go a couple pages in, and one of the pages is an actual pull-out poster, which once unfolded, will look like this. Superman punching his way through a giant space station, which you'll see a picture of on the other side of the poster. So yeah, you will have to open up the poster to read the rest of the story, but it's totally worth it. DC's trying to up its game as it's trying to give you more bang for your buck. Now, I think it's great that they used a giant pull-out poster to display the true impact of the action that's going on in this comic book here. Sometimes in the grand scheme of things in comic books, you really just can't see the full extent of what's going on in a scene when it's concerning a character. I mean, you got to see exactly what he's doing. I mean, the fact that you get this close-up image of Superman really ripping a hole into the ship, and then the next thing you see the ship itself, which is huge. I mean, it looks like a small moon, and it's just showing you the sheer power of Superman. Now, even though I love the idea, I don't think it was quite executed the way they had planned. When continuing reading some of the dialogue for the page, it's a little sketchy and a little hard to read there because of how the poster is folded up inside the comic book, and it is a little bit of a pain to get back into the comic book once you take it out. So just be a little careful with that. But I think it was a great idea, and not everything is a $1 million idea, but keep trying. Now, one of the great things of having Scott Snyder as a writer here is he's going to take great care into making sure he develops that relationship between Superman and Lois and even Jimmy Olsen. He wants to show that there's a little bit more to Clark than just Superman, and to show what he's doing after the Daily Planet. Now, I'm not going to get too crazy about the details of the story here, because we're going to see the likes of Lex Luthor and even a brand new supervillain, which I'm not going to tell you who it is. You need to buy the book. This book has been incredible. I mean, the artwork is gorgeous. The storytelling is a great first step in getting your toes wet into a brand new Superman. You don't need to read any of the other issues to know what's going on. This is a great jump-on point, a great starting issue, and it's a must-have. I'm giving Superman Unchained 5 out of 5 Thunderbolts. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed another review here in the Thundervault over Superman Unchained issue #1.